Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 2 with yours truly, GDIKezr. How's it going, guys? Hopefully pretty gosh darn good. And since we last left off, I've done a couple of things. First off, I filled this area in here. Remember, it was all open from when we had the manual farm. And I've changed down here a little bit. So now all of our items, they're just getting fed into these vacuum hoppers, straight into these ender chests, and going straight into our ME system. We should be able to see it if we, I don't know, let's look up. Ooh, we're out of range. I think it's because I don't have all the chunks loaded. Possibly, so that's something that I will look at later. And let's look at bags, 87, you might see them go up, possibly. No. Well, it does work. Maybe Minitio. That normally goes up quicker. No. Yep, there we go, it went up. Yeah, so it's just getting fed directly into our ME system. I will set up something at some point to take all of the junk out of our ME system, because there's lots of it. Like, for example, all of these bows that we're probably never ever going to use. And they're all got like 10 durability left. Yeah, we're probably never going to use those. Yeah, I might also change our sugarcane farm. Not because it's not working or anything, but almost because it's working too well. We have 165,000 sugarcane at the moment, and I think that's probably more than we're ever going to use. So I might actually change it to do Minitio, because we don't actually have that much Minitio. We have lots of Minitio seeds, which we can't really do anything with. We've only got 592 Minitio essence and 335 blocks. So, might have this one as a Minitio farm. I'm interested to see as well how it's going to work with the massive amount of lily pads of fertility, whether it's going to be faster than this or not. I don't know which one used more diamonds, to be honest. I mean, the lily pads of fertility use 4 per, whereas these only use 1 per, but we've got obviously a lot more of these. I'd say that's probably got, that must have more diamonds in, surely. Yeah, it must be. Easy. Yeah, I know I said that I was going to do the whole thing with capturing some nodes, but I think I need a better wand for that, because I think I need like, what is it, like 70 of each fizz? Where's my something like that. Yeah, I did do the research for it. Where are we? Now I need 70 of each, and my wand can't hold that. So I'm assuming I need. What else I need? Oh, that's whatever. Yeah. So I'm assuming I need a better wand, possibly the Thaumic. Or maybe we have to do all of this great wood stuff, which is real difficult. It's from the X-Artistes thing add-on. I only need witch water, but then we need arcane infusion altar and stuff for this. So yeah, and we need cinder pearls and shimmer leaf, which we don't have. We do have jungle saplings, I think, or we can get jungle saplings anyway. Witch water, I don't know how that's made. But I'm sure we can do that at some point fairly soon, I would have thought. Particularly if I need it to capture nodes. I don't have the... I think it's random things, which adds the mod... what's it called? Matter transporter, I think it is, so you can move blocks. I don't have that. I did look that up. But yeah. So today, I was thinking... Considering the fact that we need all sorts of stuff for Thaumcraft, we need like an infusion altar and alchemical furnaces and stuff, I thought that we would build a nice wizard's tower. So I've laid out this huge great big area. This is normally how I plan my builds, by the way. So I'd build an area which is kind of larger than I think we're going to need. Mark out the centre point, which is following these rows of torches here. So that's the centre point for the whole thing. So you split it up into essentially 4 quadrants. and then you just mark out the centre point of each. And these just show the approximate centre point of each the micro ones. So yeah, I thought we would do that today. I might try and do some fancy editing so we can see some of the building, but I'm not so good with editing, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I thought we would use some of this stuff which I made, arcane stone blocks. They use any shard, I think, from Thaumcraft and a few bits and pieces of Fizz. I think it's 1 Terra and is it 1.1 Terra and 1.1 what's the fire one? I forget. But yeah, so I thought we'd use some of those. There's some pretty fancy things you can do with the chiseled versions which look quite cool. I particularly like this cracked rock leaking eldritch glow. Looks pretty cool. And the glowing moons. I thought we'd also use some cobbles. Kind of want to make it look a little bit old and stuff. We can do some fancy things with cobble as well, I think. Well, kind of fancy. We can change its colour and stuff. So yeah. Anything else to add? I don't think so at the moment. So yeah, I'll start doing that and hopefully we can see some of it. I'm not quite sure how big a project it is. I want it to be quite tall, so I don't know. I moved it quite far away from that because that's quite a classic kind of Greco-Roman style, and this one's going to be kind of fantasy Thaumcrafty stuff. So I didn't want it to clash of cultures, not clash of clans. That's a different thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Cheerio. Okay guys, I think it's time for a bit of a quick update. I've done a bit off the whole speedy uppy thing. I like how this is looking. I'm not so keen on this at the moment. It looks a little bit boxy and a little bit flat, so I might try and get it to curl round slightly. But there's essentially going to be a room at the end of this, similar to this one, but probably enclosed. I want this one to be the kind of big open one.
I haven't put very much inside yet. This is just stairs at the moment. It's also not going to all be cobblestone by the end of it. I just wanted something to build out of to begin with. But yeah, it looks a bit basic. I do like the support structures here. I think they look quite good. And I like the I've got a beacon under here, and I can get beacons to shine through blocks by using the Forge Microblocks half slabs, which I think looks cool. Looks like it's just appearing out of nowhere. It's a shame this isn't 1.8 though, because I'd really like to have a purple beacon, but we don't have coloured beacons in this version, unfortunately. That's what I was going to do originally. I might have a look. I don't think there's any other way of getting coloured lights, as far as I know. We've got a lot of diamonds up here. We've got, I think it's the third tier, something like that. But yeah, I've just got a lot of diamonds. I just converted loads of diamonds to diamond blocks. I've still got 302 diamond blocks. Not very many actual diamonds left, but we've still got 15,000 odd diamond essence. So we're not doing too badly. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure about this at the moment. I like the inlay. I might put some texture on these carpenter's barriers, I'm not sure. But yeah, it just looks a little bit flat. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it'll look better once we've got a structure at the end of it. But I don't know. It's not looking too bad. I'm going to change the top. I've just put stuff here so that it's not going to spawn mobs at the moment. I might actually just put, I don't know, maybe a magnum torch at the top, something like that. So it doesn't have to be all be lit up, but it won't actually spawn mobs. I'm not overly worried about the enchantment on the beacon, to be honest. Because we got pretty good tools. And it's not like we need to do loads and loads of mining or anything. So it is kind of handy to have the haste whilst we're actually building here. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick update. We'll probably replace the dirt with something around the actual structure, but I'm not quite sure yet what that's actually going to be. Probably going to have another thing coming out of it, maybe facing this way, like out towards here. Not quite sure. But yeah, I'm not convinced by these. They look. It just looks like it's just coming out of the wall, and I don't know. Maybe it'll look better with a different texture, I'm not sure. I mean, we've got the obsidian chisel, so we can change it all really easily. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do like the broken brick ones. They do look quite cool. We've already used those before. That is, which ones are they? Those ones. They look quite cool. But yeah, I think we'll do another speedy uppy thing now, and we'll build some more stuff, and should be pretty cool. I just want to get this back to the regular cobblestone. There we go. Yeah. So commence speed up, I guess.